Welcome to Python programming course. This is gonna be the first video of Python programming from absolute scratch. My name is Ayan Ali and I will teach you Python programming from basic to advanced level. No worries, even a kid can also learn Python programming by just watching this playlist, okay? So let's start with the basic installation process. Okay. Okay. So first of all, the most important thing is installing a VS Code. So I'll explain you each and everything. Don't worry, I know you are getting confused by seeing these terms. What is Visual Studio Code? You haven't explained me anything. No problem. I'll explain you each and everything. Just do whatever I'm guiding you. Okay. Visual Studio Code, download. Okay. Now, three options are there: Windows, Linux, and Mac. I'm a Linux user. You may be a Windows user, you may be a Mac user, but most probably you are a Windows user, right? Because most people in the world are using Windows, okay? Uh, if we talk about Ubuntu, which is Linux, so this operating system is used in most hardwares and everything. It's this. So I am a Linux user, you are a Windows user, so install it, whatever operating system you have, okay? So to install it, if suppose you are a Windows user, so Windows, click install, okay? Now, okay, you can see my installation has been started, okay? I am not installing it because I've already installed it, okay? So installation is not a difficult task, okay? Each and everything will be provided, just you have to click next, 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 and you are good to go, okay? Now, Visual Studio Code installed. Now let's move towards the second installation, which is Python. Obviously, Python. Download Python. Okay. Download Python 3.135. Okay, whatever version you are showing. If you are watching this video 10 years later, so this version, I don't know. This version can be 31.13. Okay, so it can be whatever, so version doesn't matter here. Just you have to click that download whatever button. You are getting a yellow button, just click it, download. Okay, download Python, or and you can see this is also started here. Okay, I'm not installing it because I already installed it. So just simple, it's also simple like Visual Studio Code. You just have to click next, next, next. And yeah, one thing which will you will see in the installation window is that a checkbox of a checkbox of adding Python to your path. Okay, so if you want to add your Python to your path, so you have to add it. Okay, you have to click that checkbox, tick it. Okay, so check it, then proceed towards the installation. Okay, during the installation you will see this box, add Python to your path or something like this. Okay, so you have to click it and you are good to go. Otherwise, if you won't add Python into your path, so you are obvious you will get an error when you will execute the code. Okay, these things are no, I know what is path, and no, just ignore it. Okay, ignore it, no worries. We will understand, because just you have to click the tick, you have to take the add to path, and you are good to go. Okay, nothing else, you don't have to study all this. Okay, now, for Python installed, Visual Studio installed, and you are good to go. Complete environment setup has been done for you. Now, what's next? I will launch my Visual Studio Code. Uh, the better approach of creating your code, you doing your coding, is to create a new folder. Okay, create a new folder. I'm naming it as Python classes or Python course. Okay, you can name it whatever you want. Okay, I'm opening this folder. Now we are in this folder. This is my folder. Okay, now I will right click. I know you are facing a little problem because this is a Linux operating system. So Linux and Windows are a different operating system. I know. Okay, so don't worry. The UI is same. Sorry, UI is different, but the thing, the process, the happening, the basics are all same. Okay, I'm just creating a new folder in your Windows. You should create a new folder named Python or whatever you want to name it. Then I'm inside this folder. Now let's see what I am doing. Open in terminal. And a live suggestion for you. I would suggest you to shift towards Linux operating system. Linux is best operating system. Why I use it? Just one. Just one reason I'm using Linux. Security. It's completely secure because we are getting updates every in 2 to 3 days. I get an update and I install the updates, and so it is updated. So whatever. So it is really secured. Okay. So that is the reason I use Linux operating system. Okay, it's a Ubuntu. Okay, there are so many flavors you can study about it. About this Linux operating system. Okay, and there are so many operating system. Sorry, flavors of Linux. I'm using Ubuntu. Okay, I'm not here to teach you Linux operating system. Okay, I can create a playlist for you if you want that. So comment below. Okay. Now, I have opened a terminal in this folder. Now, I will write touch. It's a command, touch. Don't get scared, okay? I want to get used to these commands, okay? Touch means create a new file, okay? I'm just creating a class1 dot py, okay? Successfully, I created a new file. Code dot. What code dot do? You're thinking, you're getting confused. So code dot were the work of code dot code space dot, okay, it's just simple. It will launch a Visual Studio Code in this current folder. So whatever files are in this folder will be there in my Visual Studio Code. So to launch Visual Studio Code in the current folder, you write code space dot. Simple. This is all for Windows also. Okay, everything in Windows also, you open the command prompt and you write code dot. So Visual Studio will launch in the current folder. Enter. Okay, Visual Studio Code is here. Congrats. So finally, we are in Visual Studio Code. Okay. Okay. So I've smoothed my AI generate code generators. I don't want that. Now, class one of Python programming. Now, here, this is the space where I hope you have successfully reached at this point that you can open Visual Studio Code and you and a file is there which we created in the folder class1.py. This is the file, and you have to write code in this file. Okay, this is the file where we'll write the code. Okay, now you're confused that what? I haven't told you about Python. What is Python? Why Python? Uses of Python. Okay, so here's the pause. Environment setup completed. Here, this is the place where we'll do our coding. Okay, we'll write codes. Okay, so here we'll write the codes, and now I will guide you about Python. What is Python? Why Python? Okay, now to answer this, I'm going towards the Google and I'm writing what is Python. So Python is a language. There are so many programming languages, so many. Okay, Python is one of them because why Python? We are learning Python. Python is the future. There are so many things. Artificial intelligence, almost all the works we can do in using Python. Okay, AI, which is we are using ChatGPT, we are using Codium, we are using uh Gemini. So many AI tools are here in this world. So Python is the base. Whatever AI structures are standing, Python is the base of all the AI structures, AI tools which we are using nowadays excessively, which is not a good habit. Don't you We don't have to use excess AI because it's making dumb. According to me, it's my opinion. You can differentiate from my opinion. Okay. Now let's get back towards the discussion. So there are so many programming languages. It's Java, C++. I'm writing here also. There are so many programming languages. How many programming languages are there? Hmm. Number one, Java. Number two, C++. Number three, which is C. Sorry, C. Number four, Python. Five. Let me zoom it a bit. Okay, good now. Number five, JavaScript. So many other. I won't write all the languages. Just a few. Okay. PHP, Pascal. Hmm. So many. Ruby, Scala, Scala. So many programming languages. I'm not writing. I'm not writing all the languages because I'm getting lazy, and you also don't have to know other all the language. You don't have to memorize the names. Okay, this is Java, this is C, this is Python. No, you don't have to memorize. uh you just need to know the there are so many programming languages, and the most popular are Java, C++, C, Python, JavaScript. C is nowadays not popular because it's C++ is the basic is language is C, and the advanced version of C is C++. Okay, so you can just consider it as a new version of C. Okay. Python is really famous. JavaScript is really famous. Whatever website you're using, it's based on JavaScript. Pascal, PHP. I don't know about Pascal, but yeah, PHP is websites are now running in PHP, but yeah, it is now getting outdated. Okay, PHP is getting outdated. Okay. Ruby, Scala. These are also emerging languages. But in AI, if we talk towards AI automation, Python is the boss of every language. Java is for, you can say, Java. It's for application Android development. But yes, there are other replacements also. Kotlin, I think, is, yeah, it's getting for a Kotlin, Flutter, React Native, yeah, React Native. These are tools which are much better than Java. Okay, so startups and all are using these Kotlin and Flutter and React Native. These are other things which are advanced. These React Native is an advanced version of JavaScript. You can just consider. Okay, no need to study more of it. Okay. So Java is Android development operating systems. C++ is also used for operating systems. C++ is used more for operating systems. Okay, Java is the is, you can say, uh, for Android development. But yeah, for big companies are still using Java. Okay, because Java is a stable language. Okay, so no one can beat Java. If we are saying that the React Native is here, so no one can beat Java because it's fundamentally strong. Now I don't need to prolong this video to 1.5 hour or 4 hours. Okay. I These are the languages. Okay, Python. Okay, so here we are for study. We are here to study Python. What is Python? A person named Guido Van Rossum. This is just a general knowledge of Python related to Python. So you should know these things, okay? Guido Van Rossum. Because in an interview, anything anyone can ask, okay? Guido Van Rossum. I hope the spelling is correct. He was the founder of Python. Okay, then Python emerged. Python was not like this clean and easy language, like English language. Okay, no, Python was a bit different. Okay, the initial versions were a lot different than the current Python which we are using right now. Okay, so Python emerged because Python is an open source language. Okay, what do you mean? What do you mean by open source? Open source means everything is open. Okay, I've created a robot, an AI robot. So what it's doing these things, and I have explained everyone is that this is the circuits, these are the wires, this is the technology I'm using. And if you want to make any changes to my robot, you can change by asking me. Okay, if I'll can it's let's say you want the robot to move. Eh, sorry, the robot is all obvious, the robot will be moving. So any other example, so the robot will, let's say, can uh, like sit. The robot cannot sit, it can just only walk. So a person came to me and suggested me add something in your robot that it can sit also. So I'll say him, give me the method, what things I need to alter in my robot to do to give him the property to sit. So yes, yeah, and then I will get the method, and I'll implement it in the robot. So everyone are coming and contributing in my robot. So this is the basic architecture of what is open source. Okay, so Python code is open source. Everyone are coming and updating the code, not on their own whenever they want. No, from the permission of the owner, okay, of the Python code. Okay, whoever is the owner of Python code, it will just check, okay, this code is okay, yeah, it is gonna work, this is great code, okay, I will put it. Not every code will get accepted. Okay, so you have to keep in mind, this is the work of open source. So Python is an open source language. Okay, Python is an open source language. Okay, this is still here. So these are the basic things of Python, and really much similar to this is another property of Python, much similar to English. Okay, because no confusing code syntax are there in Python. It's really similar and it's simple. Okay, I would say this is the most simplest language, most simplest programming language as compared to others. Okay, this is really easy. The syntax is really easy to understand. Like if you look at Python code, you didn't suddenly get confused. Oh, what is this? This is all the creepy words are there. No, you won't think like that. I mean, you can read. If you are a non-programmer, obviously, if you are here, you are a non-programmer. So, if you are a non-programmer, so you can read the Python code. Okay, you won't be able to understand properly what is happening, but you can read the words properly. Okay, so this is the feature which by which Python got really famous. Okay, so this was the one. This was one of the major causes of Python. Sorry, I live on a roadside. Okay, so these sounds are obvious coming after few minutes. So this is much similar to English. Okay, now so many benefits of Python are there. Okay, you can just Google it. Okay, what is Python, and you can study it from internet. How long is the video? Okay, I don't want to prolong the video. It's already 22 minutes. So yes, just what is Python done? No, uses of Python. Uses of Python. Okay, these are the major uses of Python. Okay, Python is used for web development. Python is used for web development. Not the front end. I hope you know about web development. If you don't know, just think whatever you're looking at, this is the front end, and whatever happening behind the data and all these things and all these creepy things are the back end. Okay, so whatever we write in the back end is done by Python, and it's not front end is not for written in Python. I maybe there can be any other language, but not stable front ends are not in Python. Python is only for the back end of the websites. Okay, here you can see it's written for both the front end and back end of website. No, for front end no one uses Python. Okay, mostly it is used for back end. Data science and machine learning. Second use, data science and machine learning are the subfields of artificial intelligence. So yeah, this is the major use of Python. And third, automation. Python is used for automating difficult tasks and which are repeatedly doing. Okay, so we can automate using Python. Okay, like if you are a trader, so you can just automate your work. Like please tell me the price of the stock at 3 a.m. Please tell me the price of the stock at 5 p.m. and whatever time you can do things like this. Okay, automate stuff. Software development, desktop applications, not much for desktop applications. Game development, yeah, basic. You can create basic type of games. Data visualization, visualize the data. What is the data visualization? Yeah, data visualization is done. There are so many libraries. We'll study what are libraries and frameworks, all these to visualize data, to in simple words, to create charts, bar graphs and all these things we can create with Python. These are the major uses of Python. Okay. Done. Good to go. Now I hope I don't need to write it the uses. Okay. Now, so till here, what we have studied, what is Python, why we are using Python, the uses of Python, what are the how many uses of Python are there, how many programming languages are there. So these we install Python, we install Visual Studio Code, and we set up all the environment, how to where we are going to write the code. So till here we are done. I'll meet you in the next video in which we'll move towards the coding part. Okay. Now we'll do the start with the coding. So in today's class we learned all the basic things of Python, why Python, what is Python. Okay. Now I hope we'll meet you I'll meet you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell notification and like the video if you like it, because this is my first video. So I'll be observing the video that if I get many likes and and comment if you have any questions regarding this video. So likes will be my motivation. Okay. The likes in below this video will be my motivation. Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Bye.